What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kaiju's Unboxing Reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, share with everybody. Think they like the content of this channel. Yeah, we got another review for you guys today. It's definitely it's fire, man. It really is, literally. And of course, I'm wearing the appropriate shirt for the occasion. But this one is a kind of a reacquisition, but with a little upgrade for me. So I'll get into the backstory of that and everything like that. But yeah, I just want to say thanks for everybody who tuned in with my last live stream, the Kaiju Madness. I thought went over really well. It was really fun. It was great to just talk about fantasy kaiju fights and everything like that. With some good friends of mine and everything, and then of course, the people in the chat and everything, putting in their votes and stuff like that, and we picking a winner. So I thought it went over really well and everything. So thank you everybody who participated. Thank you for my guests for coming on and everything like that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Do expect to have more of those in the future. I do have other plans for that segment. So yeah, more to come for that. But just want to say thank you. And then yeah, and we're almost up to 400 subscribers, so let's keep going. I think we got maybe 30 more, maybe just a little bit more. So once we get the 30 more, we hit 400 subscribers, I'll be doing my giveaway and a lot of great stuff in there. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. And I'm doing the giveaway because I want to give back to you guys because you guys are showing me so much love, and support. So it's just a thank you from me to you. So but yeah, enough of that gushiness. Yeah, let's get into our unboxing today. All right, so first, this is what we got. A little bit of a reveal here for you guys. Don't want to spoil it right off the bat. But like I said, it's a reacquisition for me, like I said, in a way. But as you can tell, it's a pretty sizable box and everything. So you might guess what kind of size of figure it is and everything, or who makes it. So yeah, without further ado, let's just turn this baby around and see what we got. And here it is. We are talking about the X Plus 30 centimeter Burning Godzilla Clear Edition. This is the reissue of the 30 centimeter Burning Godzilla from X Plus. This was released by Premium Bandai. So the only way you could get it was ordering from Premium Bandai website. Unfortunately, it was kind of a pain. For some reason, Premium Bandai, it's hard to order from them if you are an international buyer. I think unless you have a Tenzo account or a third party way to order from their website. Unfortunately, they don't give us all the good stuff. When you go on to their website, they kind of have like an English one, but like they don't have everything on it for us. So they keep all the good stuff for themselves, which I mean, it really does suck for us. But we got to work harder to get what we want. Um, so yeah, it sucks, but doing the hunt, doing the work is half the battle for collecting a lot of this stuff. And it's a thrill to hunt. It really is. So it was great to get this. Like I said, I had this before, but I actually had the original 30 centimeter Rick edition. So I have had this figure before. I did get rid of it for the Yuji Sakai Burning Godzilla. I just thought I liked that one a little bit more. But as time's gone on, my opinions changed. I love the Yuji Sakai and everything, but like, I don't know, there's something about that 30 centimeter. It just kind of wows me. It really does. Maybe it's the face, maybe it's, just kind of what it looks like. But yeah, I really did love it. And at the time I needed money to buy the Yuji Sakai and everything. So I did sell it. The only good thing is that I sold the figure, but I kept the Rick option. And I will show you that a little bit later here. Just because I had to keep that, and everything. It's pretty cool. So released in September of 2021. So it's, a couple years old and everything. And like I said, it was released by Premium Bandai, who is actually partners or owns X Plus, so they work hand in hand. Sometimes they do releases like that where Premium Bandai will have an exclusive release. Sometimes they do Godzilla Store exclusive with Bandai and stuff. So you really got to kind of keep your feelers out there and kind of really listen to the news and just kind of keep track of the stuff, because stuff drops on different websites or stores in general. And then, that's the only way that you can get it. So, it is what it is. It kind of sucks. We are over here in the US, and that's how we try to buy international toys, figures, statues, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. Um, I'm okay with it. I have my ways, different ways, different people, connections, and that's kind of how you meet people, by doing that kind of stuff. So it is kind of a good thing that you have to do a little bit extra work, because you get to meet people, you get to explore different sites that you didn't know about, that maybe later on you'll use. So it is a kind of a good thing, in the long run. So, but enough about that. Let's look at our box. It's your pretty typical, printed black and white photo on the cardboard box. There's nothing too crazy here. Unlike the original 30 centimeter box that did have the color picture and everything for the full box, not this version. So that's what kind of distinguishes between the two and everything. And so this is kind of like its Rick edition itself, because it is its own special edition. There was no standard with this and everything. This is the special version when they re-released it and stuff. So it is in a sense a Rick edition. But it's great. It's really good. So yeah. Well, enough looking at the plain Jane box and everything. Let's get to the figure.
As we all know, there is a hypothesis that Godzilla's power source, which is equal to the heart in a man, is nothing but a power reactor. Apparently, something is happening there, in the reactor, in Godzilla's heart.
Is Burning Glory, the 30 centimeter clear version Godzilla from 1995, Godzilla versus Destroyer. This thing is amazing. I just opened it before the video and everything, so save some time. And like I said, the original I had, but I reacquired this one. And there's a reason why I reacquired it, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But this one, as you can tell, it has the translucent vinyl what they did, and basically they paint over the translucent vinyl to get the translucent burning feature on the figure. So that's what this is. This is the translucent version or the clear version, and we'll take a closer look at everything. So you got the translucent spines that look really well. But the really big thing for me is the burning spots and everything. It really does look like it is kind of alive. And almost like every time you kind of move it, it moves with you. So it kind of does look like he is really burning. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty groovy. So I love this. So the original 30 centimeter is just a painted on burning patches, which they still didn't do a terrible job. And it looks fine, but this just looks more natural to me, especially me having the original and now having this one. If you have the original, it's all fine and good. If you love it, you love it. I'm not saying to, get rid of it and get this one, or, it's bad figure, because it's really not. It's just that I personally, I like this version more now, just because I've seen both in hand, in person. And like I said, this just looks more realistic, and it just looks like it just has the burning option, is just kind of moving around in his body and stuff like that, like he is going to blow up and melt down, kind of thing. So it's really, really cool. Check out the eyes. Let's see if we get focus here. But yeah, it looks phenomenal. It is a great looking figure. I'm so happy to get this back into the collection. So that's what I mean by reacquiring it, and to me upgrading, because I did like the original 30 centimeter, but I really did like when this came out, but I didn't go after it because I had the original. But then I had the original, and this one kind of fell off the radar. So this one kind of just, I just didn't think about anymore and everything like that. And it's just something that I never really thought about getting recently. So I kept the Yuji Sakai, and I thought I was okay with that. I also had the 25 centimeter Godzilla, Burning Godzilla. So I, kind of had my fill for burnings and everything. But just recently, I wanted to reacquire this, but I wanted to acquire this version. Now, the reason why I want this version is because, as you all know, if you're collectors and everything in the fandom and the collector groups and stuff, you have seen that X Plus has announced the 40 centimeter Destroya, based off of the Black Dragon model kit. They recently pre-ordered it or dropped the pre-order. I got it. I'm super excited for it. It could be figure of the year. Honestly, it has that presence for me. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. I've seen pictures online of people's kits for the Destroyer and stuff like that. I've seen comparison shots with the kit itself compared to like the gigantic Burning Godzilla and everything, and I have that too. Um, but obviously, you can't pair the Destroyer with the Burning Godzilla. The Burning Godzilla is 50 centimeters. The Destroyer is 40 centimeters. Now it's different sized with the wings. With the wings, it's 60 centimeters, but that doesn't really count. You really have to look at the head, where the head sits and everything like that. So it's technically a 40 centimeter kit, and it's being released by the FSL line for X Plus, the Favorite Sculptors line, but is the RMC Real Master Collection, which is going to be resin and stuff like that. So it's basically a kit on its own, but it's all assembled and painted and all that stuff. So you're basically paying for everything kind of rolled up into one ball, instead of you buying the kit, painting it, or, paying to get painted and assembled and shipped and all that stuff. So this is all real nice because I was really hunting for that kit, and really sad that the price just went crazy in the aftermarket. So yeah, I'm so glad that they're doing this and everything. So um, long story short, I got this guy because of the Destroyer coming out, because I believe that this Godzilla is going to scale perfectly with that Destroyer. Because, yes, this is the 30 centimeter Godzilla, but actually it's 32 centimeters. So it's a little bit bigger than your normal 30 centimeter, which I think is perfect, because then he'll just be 8 centimeters shorter than Destroyer. And if you all know, you've seen the movie, in Godzilla vs. Destroyer, Godzilla is smaller than Destroyer. I'll post pictures here just to kind of give you a look at what I'm talking about. So I think I kind of did some measurements and stuff like that. I had a friend of mine measure his Burning Godzilla and everything. I measured my gigantic. I did all that kind of stuff to really come to the conclusion that I think this Burning Godzilla, this representation, this iteration of a figure for Burning Godzilla is going to be perfect size for Destroyer. I really do. So that's why I really got him back. Let alone it's a great figure. It looks amazing, and actually seeing it again in hand really makes me appreciate it again, because I really did love that figure. I really did, and I thought I was going to be fine with the Yuji Sakai, and I just wasn't, because the Yuji Sakai is a little bit smaller. His line is like 28 centimeters, kind of thing, even though they're supposed to be 30s, but they are smaller 30s. So they're like 28s, 27s kind of thing. So they're great and everything. They look, really screen accurate and stuff, but this one just kind of has that wow, that pop factor. It really does. So I'm glad to get this one back in my collection, ready to pair him up with Destroya, in a couple months. And look out for that video, obviously, because that's going to be freaking amazing. But yeah, it's just great. Like I love this thing. I didn't do a review for my original release of this because I wasn't doing it. back then when I had it and stuff like that. So it's great to do a video of this guy and show you guys what it kind of looks like. And it is a couple years old now and everything, but these are still floating on the secondary market. That's where I got mine. I got mine on Yahoo Japan. Bought it from Bai and everything like that. Smooth transaction. I thought I got a pretty good price on it and stuff like that for it being a limited release from Premium Bandai. And of course, it's 2 years old. So we know if you're an X Plus collector, this stuff goes up in value. And, so you have to pay a premium for missing out on the pre-order, which sucks, but that's just how this goes and everything. So it's really great. I do like. I'm going to show this down here. His you can see the transition from orange to normal or normal to orange. I really do dig that. That is what it was. I mean, not this particular spine for the transition, but the orange did stop down here by the tail and everything. So the rest of the tail is not orange in any way. It's just his normal bigger spines are orange. So that's really great. I like that little detail. Pretty good sized tail, honestly. It's definitely needs some shelf space because it's way out here. So, but yeah, I just absolutely love it. It looks great. I love the pose and everything. Where his head's kind of arching up and everything. His arms are open, for combat, and just the translucency of the body. It does it for me. It just makes it so real life and everything. So yeah, I just absolutely love it. It's really a knockout. So I'm really, really happy with this. They did an excellent job with the sculpt, of course, and I'm just glad to get it back in my collection. So, but yeah, with that, let's do a couple size comparisons. All right, with our first size comparison, we have the 25 centimeter Burning Godzilla from X Plus, and obviously, as you can tell, there is a big size difference between these two. I mean, like I said, I mean, this guy is a big boy. He really is. And as you can see, there is a big size difference between the two. And even the 25 centimeter does have the translucent body and everything, just like the 30. But this is an older release. So you can kind of see and tell how far they've come with translucency and the vinyl and stuff like that. So it's really cool what they've been able to do with the newer releases compared to older ones and stuff like that. So, I mean, like I said, this is night and day. Like you can just kind of see and tell that this 30 centimeter, the burning, just like I said, it looks alive. It really does. Like it looks like it's churning in his body and stuff like that. And this one just kind of falls flat, not as great burning spots and everything, not detailed and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's I'm glad to get the bigger one. I'm getting out of the 25, so actually, hopefully soon I can rehome him. So, shameless plug: if anybody wants him, you can always hit me up. He is for sale. I'm just going to the bigger figures. So unfortunately, um, big guys went out, kind of thing. So, but yeah, that's my first size comparison. Let's go to the next one. The Yuji Sakai Burning Godzilla. This is the Rick because it has the translucent body. That's the Rick option that came with this one. The regular was just a painted, kind of like the original of this one. So I'll give you a close up of the translucency, and you can see and tell that they're kind of basically the same. You can see the paint app is different on both of them. But I like that they did the translucency for both of them, more of that kind of like active, alive look to it. I don't know what they do, to them and everything like that. But yeah, they just get that look, and it looks like they got it down now because it looks phenomenal. It really does. And obviously, you can tell or see when I put these on the table, the Yuji Sakai is smaller than the 30 centimeter. So here's a good look for you right here. So he is supposed to be 30 centimeter, and then you have a 30 centimeter. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is a 32, even though it's supposed to be a 30. He is a bigger Godzilla. He's one of the biggest, at least for the Japanese version until Shin came around. and everything. So so he is a bigger guy. But yeah, this is supposed to be a 30. I think it's probably just a little bit less. Maybe a 30, maybe 29. Who knows? But obviously you can see that this one is standing over it. And I think those few extra centimeters are going to make a big difference for when I do get my Destroyer in a couple months and stuff like that. So plus I just love the look of this one where he's kind of looking up more. So we can kind of look at Destroyer because Destroyer is going to be bigger than him. So I think it's going to look really good. So really dynamic. So and then obviously you can see their dorsal spines are completely different. They went with a more really orange look on the Yuji Sakai spines, which I never really noticed, I guess, until looking at them now. It just looks like the spines for the 30 centimeter go more with the body. So they must have used the same vinyl to cast the spines, but this one is a little bit different, a lot darker orange for their spines. So obviously you can tell the difference between the two and stuff. I like that this one altogether as a whole just looks more rounded, more complete than this one. I actually don't like this orange. Actually, noticing it now for really the first time. And then if obviously you can see with the Yuji Sakai, they go all the way down most of the tail with the burning, which isn't screen accurate, but that's okay. I mean, it's still kind of cool and everything. And some people like the burning spines all the way down. Some don't. Some want more the accuracy than anything. So yeah, I mean, pick your poison. But yeah, I really do. I think dig this one a little bit more. But I do love them both. They're both fantastic. I mean, Yuji Sakai is one of the masters at sculpts. I mean, you really can't go wrong with any of his work and stuff. So if you either have either of them, both of them, I mean, all of them, who knows? But yeah, you're definitely not going to go wrong with any of them. So, but yeah, that's it for my size comparisons. All right. And we're back and finishing up the video here. So like I said earlier, I did have the Rick original edition of this guy. And like I said, I kept the Rick option, and I'm going to show you guys now what it actually was. So it was this. It was the Oxygen Destroyer. I just had to keep this because this was my first Oxygen Destroyer in my collection, and it was super cool. I loved it. It was a lot different because it is the green color in the middle. And actually, you can also see too that it is the ball portion is actually opening. So it means that the ball, the Oxygen Destroyer is activated. So the ball was opening and was going to release its destructive power, whatever it did, took the oxygen out of the water and stuff like that and suffocated Godzilla in the water like 54. This particular one is actually based off of the opening scene from Godzilla vs. Destroyer. You see kind of the Oxygen Destroyer kind of flying towards you and stuff like that with bubbles and everything, and it actually is green. So this is actually based off of that. So it's not actually where, when the Oxygen Destroyer actually opens, it's green. It's not there that it's supposed to be like clear, so you don't see like a chemical or anything, chemical reaction, nothing like that. So so yeah, this is just based off of the opening scene from Godzilla vs. Destroyer, and that's what this is. But I loved it because it was my first Oxygen Destroyer in my collection. I had to keep it, so I just sold the figure, kept this, and now I have it with this guy, which is really awesome because now it's going to go with my little set and everything. So yeah, that's really cool. So that was my little extra that I had kept from the original. But yeah, that is it for me, guys. I don't think there's anything else to gush over this figure. I'm just super happy that I got it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. My little rundown of how I got this guy back in my collection again. So it is really cool that I get to do this guy. Like I said, because last time I wasn't making videos on a channel, but when I had the original, so it's cool to finally have this figure, an updated version of the figure, and able to show you guys and bring it to you firsthand and just kind of give you a look at what he looks like, in hand, and then what he looks like compared to the other Burning Godzillas from X Plus that has released. So It's really cool. I'm really happy with it. I'm really stoked. Really ready for that destroyer to drop and everything. So it's going to make a complete piece for me and everything. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, I can't wait. So, but yeah, this is the 30 centimeter clear version Burning Godzilla, released by Premium Bandai, Rick exclusive. So yeah, this is what it is. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, almost 400 subscribers. We do a giveaway, so, and many more after that. So just thank you for all the support. Keep an eye out for any more updates for the channel, any more live shows, and of course, every week I do a video. At least try to do a video, and everything for reviews and stuff like that. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, and later.